Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to the official launch of the Paper Escape Summer Break with OLO. I am so excited for this event. So many firsts with this one. It's our first ever coloring retreat. So it's all about coloring. Really excited for that. And as well, it's our first partnership with OLO. They are sponsoring this entire event. It's absolutely amazing. So, hello and welcome to everybody in the live chat. I love that folks are joining from all over. Thank you for sharing with us where you're joining from. That's always really fun to see. And oh, one sec, let me start the live stream over on Instagram. All right. So, as you're coming in, do say hello and let us know where you're joining from. And also, I'm going to tell you all about this event. And if at any point you have questions, let me know. I'm here to answer your questions. I want to make sure that it's clear, what all of your options are, what you'll need to join in on this event. Firstly, it's free, so you can sign up, register, and join for free. The first day is free for everybody on YouTube. At the moment, I'm streaming out to multiple places, so that includes the Paper Escape YouTube channel as well as my own, which is LV Handcrafted. But the actual event will be on the Paper Escape YouTube channel. So, I'm also going to do an unboxing. So, for those of you who like to know exactly what you're getting when you buy something, I will do an unboxing. I'm going to show you all of the markers that the instructors will be using in their classes. So if you're already a fan of OLO markers, you can check to see if you have these already. And if you don't have any OLO markers but would like to color along with what the instructors are using, then you can do that. And I'll show you the markers. I have them. My order came like literally just a couple of hours ago. So, phew. So I'm so relieved that I have them physically to show you. So I'm really excited for that. Um, oh, yay! Sherry says I really love Olos, but I only have a few so far. Okay, well, hang tight. Don't order any markers just yet, because if you don't already know, registered attendees will get a 10% off coupon code, but that's only if you register. And you can register for free. So, it costs you nothing. You just need to put your email in and purchase the free ticket. So, um, so for friends who are not familiar with the Paper Escape, it's a virtual retreat. And I've been doing these. This will be the third one, the second one this year, in fact. Summer Break with OLO will be held August 1st and 2nd. And the first day is completely free. As I mentioned, you can just stumble upon it on YouTube and just watch. Replays are free too. Everything's open, everything is discoverable. Feel free to share with your friends. But there are perks if you do officially register. You don't have to, you can just come onto YouTube and just watch. But there are perks if you do register, because registered attendees, I already mentioned the biggest perk, you get 10% off if you want to shop OLO. But as well, you're gonna get the an invitation to join the Paper Escape Facebook group. We have lots of fun over there. In fact, we're currently having an ATC swap activity. So folks are signing up for little swap groups, and we're going to make artist trading cards to send to one another. So if you join and register, you'll get an invitation to join that private Facebook group, and you can join that swap with us. And then you'll get some freebies. I'll talk about the retreat freebies. And of course, because as a registered attendee of the retreat, you'll also be signing up for my newsletter. You'll get reminders, you'll get any exclusive offers there are to get. You'll get at least one freebie, which I'll show you today. And so there's perks to actually registering for that free ticket. I think the reminder emails are probably the most useful thing so that you don't forget to show up. And what's cool about these classes is on day one, there's going to be 4 classes, all free. It's focused on coloring, so you're not going to make a complete project. The instructors are really going to focus their time on giving you all their best tips and tricks so that you can find joy in coloring and maybe take your coloring up a notch the next time you sit down to color. And as well, even though all of our instructors are going to be coloring with OLO markers, their classes are technique based. So they're going to be teaching you techniques that you can color along with whatever markers, alcohol markers you have. There are some nuanced differences between every brand of alcohol markers, but there are a lot of techniques that really apply across the board to all of them. And so the things that you'll be learning at this event, they're going to be, very specific to OLO, but I think you're going to be able to take like 80-90% of it and apply it to whatever brand marker you happen to have. Now, if you're already a fan of OLO, it's going to be really great because you're going to get OLO specific tips and tricks for how to be successful coloring with your OLO markers. Plus, at the end of day one, we're going to have a actual live Q&A with Lori Craig, who is the sales manager at OLO. So after you've sort of participated in all 4 workshops, if you have questions, you can get them answered by somebody from OLO directly. So I think that's going to be a fantastic opportunity because, if you have any questions at all during the event, all of the workshop videos on day one, they're filmed in real time and then it will premiere live. But so that there's a live chat and the instructors will be in the live chat, but they can't verbally respond to you. So the live Q&A with Lori is going to be a really fun opportunity because it'll be live and you can actually ask your questions and we can have a conversation in real time. So I think that's going to be super duper special. So in a moment, there's going to be links for where to register for the event if you haven't registered already. Oh, look at that. There they are. So there's the link to register. So this is registering you for the event itself. So if you like to register, you can register for free right now. And at the moment, VIP tickets are available for purchase. So let me copy this over to Instagram for anyone who's watching on Instagram. And so you can get either the free ticket right now or register for the VIP ticket. And I'll tell you about the differences between the two. Oh, cool. Sandy says, I did OLO 101 and 201 with Lori. She is fantastic. She's kind of my partner in crime for this event, and she's so great to work with. Super responsive, is so helpful with everything. So I've really, really enjoyed working with Lori to bring this all together for all of you. Okay, so let me share with you a little bit more about the event. when you go to the website, this is what you'll see. And so let me get that. Okay. So it's hard to miss if you just go to lvhandcrafted.com. It's like right there on the front page. And when you go to the event page, you'll see 3 ticket options, but only 2 of them are available right now. So I'm going to talk actually about the free ticket option first, and then we'll move our way up to the VIP ticket. So, as I mentioned, the event itself is held on August 1st and 2nd. And on day 1, there's 4 coloring classes. Here are our amazing instructors. So, if you were on Instagram, hopefully you saw us, we all posted our announcement. And so, teaching for this event are Kelly Taylor, Sandy Ledoux of Ledoux Designs. Sandy is a coloring instructor. She actually just held her own in-person coloring retreat just like a couple weekends ago. So she is an absolute pro. Jessie Scott and Aditi Mahajan. And Aditi just live streamed this morning and did some coloring and talked about the event as well. She is a beautiful colorist and teaches a lot for Altenew. And our special guest is probably no stranger to you if you are familiar with the Paper Escape events. Meg Brighter is our special guest, and Meg is actually teaching a live Coloring with Meg class on bonus day. Bonus day is August 2nd. Now, that bonus day is only available for paid ticket holders. So if you're a free ticket holder, August 1st is all free for you on YouTube, open for everybody, replays all day, every day. And so you get 4 free classes. But if you want to join us on August 2nd, that's the bonus day, and you'll need a paid ticket, either a VIP ticket, which you can purchase today, or a bonus ticket, which will go on sale later. And we'll talk a little bit more about the distinction between the two, but basically VIP tickets get you physical products, whereas bonus tickets get you just digital products. And I always love coloring with Meg. Her classes are amazing. And because they are taught live, you actually can color along and join our private Facebook group where you can actually share your coloring in progress. And that way, like, it's kind of like you share it with the class and we can all see what you've done. And it's great fun to see everybody's coloring progress. And as well, you have access to Meg. So if you want help from Meg, or you want Meg to give you advice, like, she's teaching you how to do one thing, but it's not looking quite like that when you do it, she can kind of give you some tips and tricks. And it's like taking an actual coloring class, except it's virtual. So it's really fun, and I always learn so much. I always feel like by the end, because I'm learning right alongside you, I'm coloring along with Meg right there with you, and I always feel really accomplished when I'm done with a coloring with Meg class. And she teaches in a way that she gives us so many tips and tricks, and I always try to just find like at least 1 or 2 things that I can really focus and practice on, and I bring that into my next coloring. And that's what I recommend for you all, because the replay of these classes will always be available. So don't feel like you have to take everything in all at once. Just find like a few things that you think you can implement right away with your next coloring project and practice. And then when you feel like you've got that nailed, come back and watch the replay and pick up a few more gems. You're going to learn so much over this 2-day coloring retreat. So So I'm super excited for that. And so that's the structure of the event and what you'll get for the free ticket. So remember, the on day one the classes are pre-recorded, but they are filmed in real time so that you can color along. And the instructors will be in the live chat. So if you do have questions, you can ask, but they'll have to answer it in the live chat. And of course, we've got that live Q&A with Lori at the end of day one also. All right, so now for the VIP ticket, because that's what's available for purchase today. So we're going to hop on over here. And I do have the curated coloring kit available to unbox and show you. And if you want to keep this a secret, I'll give you a warning when I'm about to when I'm about to open it, and then you can maybe close your eyes until I tell you you can open your eyes again. But with the VIP ticket, you're gonna get an exclusive 4x6 Happy Everything photopolymer stamp set. And that's been illustrated by Julie Tillman, who is Verve Girl on all of the socials. And you're going to get an OLO sampler pack. Thank you, OLO. So if you don't have any OLO markers at all, if you get the VIP ticket, you're going to get some. And I'll show you an example of the sampler pack. You're going to get some A2 pre-printed panels to start coloring, and you're going to get some A2 blank panels. And of course, you're going to get a Paper Escape collectible button pin. Not this one though. You're going to get the small size one, but I always make a big size one so that it's easier to see on screen. You're also going to get some digis that are exclusive for the VIP ticket. You'll get some pre-colored digis, and they are the images in the stamp set that have been pre-colored by Julie herself, who is the illustrator of the stamp set, as well as some of the instructors at this event. And so at the VIP level, you're going to get all of them. All of the ones that are going to be available to get, you'll get all of them. And you'll be entered for some prizes as well. To be determined prizes. Reagan says, already bought the VIP. Yay! I know the value of the Paper Escape from previous event and the price is amazing. Yes, I know. I was so happy to be able to put this event on at like a lower price point. You're not going to get like a super big retreat kit because we're not card making, we are coloring. So you're going to get that photopolymer stamp set, some of my favorite cardstock to color on, and you're going to get that OLO sampler pack, which is amazing. So that is the VIP ticket. And just know that at the moment, we're taking pre-orders. So there's no limit to how many we have. I'll be taking pre-orders probably until the end of the month. And then we'll cut off pre-orders. I'll put in my full order for the stamps. And then whatever extra that I order, it'll become limited stock after that. So really excited to get to show you in a moment here. So get ready. We're gonna have a sneaky. Well, this is not just a sneaky peek. I'm gonna show you the whole thing. So you're gonna get that. Karen says, I have no OLO markers. That's okay. If you don't have OLO markers, don't worry. You can still come to this event. Like I said, a lot of because the event is technique driven, you're gonna pick up techniques that are transferable to other brand alcohol markers. Now, like I said, every brand of alcohol marker has its own nuances, has its own things that make it uniquely that brand. So it might not be the case that 100% of everything transfers, but I'm sure 80% of what you're going to learn at this event will transfer to other brands of alcohol markers. But alcohol markers for sure. A lot of the techniques probably wouldn't transfer to like a water-based marker. That's a totally different beast. So I'm really excited for that. And there's a lot of things about OLO markers, and if you've never seen them before or don't know too much about them, Lori Craig is the expert, and I'm excited for our live Q&A with her on day one. But I'll do my best to kind of share with you what I know about OLO markers. I did have the fortune to meet some of the folks at OLO at Creativation last April. And so we've been wanting to do something together since then. It's just taken us this long to do it. And well worth the wait, because I feel like this is such a fun event. And I couldn't ask for a better partner than the folks at OLO. Um, is there a comparison where somewhere between? Okay, great question, Kathy. Because you read my mind. Just this morning, I actually asked Meg Brighter, who is our special guest, if she wouldn't mind actually taking all of the OLO marker colors that we'll be using at the event and finding the equivalent in Ohuhu, Copic, and Altenew. Meg is uniquely in a unique position to be able to do that because she has quite a good collection of all of those brands. She's such a pro with coloring with and she's a true artist, but she has so many different mediums that she's familiar with. And so she's taken it as a challenge to help us convert the OLO colors that we're using to to those other three brands: Copic, Ohuhu, and Altenew alcohol markers. So we will have hopefully a conversion chart for those who want to follow along, but with a different brand of alcohol marker. And so I hope that I answered the right question there. And by the way, if I miss your question, feel free to just ask it again. Maybe put question in all caps, because then I'm less likely to miss it. Thank you, Barbara, for that. um, okay, Lynn, thank you. Waiting till the end of this month. I don't get paid until the 20th. Yeah, don't worry. We're still doing pre-orders all month long. No rush to buy, because there's no danger of selling out, because it's a pre-order right now, and that goes for the markers too. So but I will tell you one thing: the 10% off at OLO, if you do want to buy OLO markers, it's good between now and the 14th. So if you plan to shop OLO markers and you want that 10% off, one, you have to register for the event. Even the free ticket will get you that coupon code. And two, you need to place your order between now and May 14th. So Sherry, that's the only thing that maybe, I don't know if you're considering it, but just bear that date in mind. Okay. Oh, question. There's another question. Not a conversation, but why OLO if you already use Copic? I mean, you can use whatever you'd like to use. So some people like OLOs, some people like Copic. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm answering the question. I'll tell you why OLOs are different, and everybody can make that value assessment for themselves. Um, is there tax added on for a VIP ticket if it's shipped? Oh, Sharon, I don't think, I mean, I don't know if there's like duties, the duty fees and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure if you're gonna get charged that. I'm registered to pay Washington State sales tax, so you won't be charged for that. but I don't know if there's going to be another tax that you get charged to in order to receive it, if it's getting shipped to Canada. Good question, but sorry, I don't know the answer to that one. Okay. So the VIP ticket does get you some physical goodies, and I'm gonna unbox it now. So just a warning, if you want to not see this and keep it a surprise, if you bought it and you just like having a little bit of a surprise, close your eyes for a moment and just listen to me. I'll tell you when I'm done. And then in a moment after that, I'll show you all the OLO markers that you'll need for the event. Okay, so this is the VIP. This is the. I am on the big screen, Meg. This is the VIP package. So you're gonna get the stamp set. This is Happy Everything. This is the 4x6 stamp set that was illustrated by Julie Tillman. Look at these cute characters. We've got some florals. This might tell you a little bit something about what you'll learn to color at the event. And here's the cool thing. So remember I said day one we have 4 classes. Each instructor is going to color one of these images. So you're going to learn some different techniques from each of them. Jessie Scott is teaching the stuffed animal here. It's a little stuffy. And she's going to teach a 2-color blending technique and a 3-color blending technique. So for folks who maybe don't have a lot of markers and a wide range of colors, it'll be really fun to see, her technique for doing 2-color blends versus 3-color blends. So that's Jessie's class. Sandy's in the house. Sandy is teaching how to color this cutie. Look at her. And of course, one of the things I always love learning is how different colorists teach skin and hair. That's the thing that I feel like I struggle with most. And so Sandy is such a pro. And I can't think of anyone better to teach skin and hair than Sandy. So she's going to focus on that and use this illustration or this stamp to teach her class. And yes, Carla, if Meg does the conversion chart, it'll be for Ohuhu, Copic, and Altenew. That's the goal. And then we have Aditi. She's going, she teaches for Altenew. And what's Altenew good at? Florals. So that girl can color florals. So she's going to actually color this image here, which has a beautiful floral arrangement in a vase. So we'll see some really fun techniques for how to color something that's clear. So I can't wait to see that. Kelly Taylor is going to color the other florals. And if you follow Kelly Taylor, she does florals beautifully. And she colors with OLOs all the time. So she is very familiar and advanced with her coloring. And so it'll be great fun to learn from her. And then we have Meg is going to actually color. I've already seen Meg's coloring, and she's going to color the vase as well. it's going to be awesome. You're going to see how to color water, how to make it look clear, how to it's so I don't know how Meg does it. I'm really excited to see her class because you can see like the glass and you can see the water and you can see the water through the glass. I mean, it boggles the mind how the coloring Meg did. I've already seen what she plans to teach and it's phenomenal. I really, really am like, I can't even believe it. So, now, what else are you getting in this little pack here? Because you're gonna get the stamp set, but you're gonna get more than just that. You are gonna get, this is coming from me. You're gonna get my favorite paper cardstock to color on is Hammermill. This is their digital color copy paper in 100-pound cover. So you're gonna get 2 A2 panels that are blank. You're also gonna get some pre-printed panels, and I'm gonna show you all 4, but you're gonna get 2, okay? So here are our 4 images, and I paired them with one of the sentiments from the stamp set. So in your VIP kit, you're gonna get 2 random ones. Not all 4, just 2 random ones. So, and I think what I did was I tried to pair, because I tried to pair like one of the florals with, one of either the stuffy or the girl, so that you're not getting 2 florals and you're not getting these 2. So it's going to be some, either this combination like this or that combination like that. So you'll get 2 A2 panels ready to color, and you're going to have the stamp, so you can always stamp out more. But these have been printed onto Hammermill also, so it's ready to color on. And that is that plus the little button pin. It'll be this character, it'll look like this, but it'll be small, like this size. So I just don't have a small one to show right now. Then I'm also going to include in everybody's kit some pre-colored, pre-cut images. So these, it's just a random selection of the images that have been colored by the some of the instructors and or by Julie, the illustrator of the stamp set herself. So you'll get a random little assortment, like 2 or 3. So you'll have, some panels ready to color, you'll have some ephemera ready to use, and of course you'll have the stamp set ready to stamp out more and follow along with class. So that will come in your kit as well. So that is my contribution to the VIP kit. Now let's check out OLO's contribution to the VIP kit. So you guys are in for a treat, friends. You are getting an OLO sampler pack. And here's what comes in the OLO sampler pack. Even more cardstock. So this is actually OLO's premium marker blending cardstock. I love the fact that we're both giving you different, cardstocks so that you can compare and see which you like best. So remember, I'm giving you Hammermill digital color copy paper, 100-pound cover weight. OLO sells this. So if you like this little sampler pack from OLO, you can always buy more from them. Let me see how many you're getting. Oh my gosh, it's double shrink wrapped or double cello bagged. You're getting more than what I'm giving you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 panels. 10 A, I think it's A2. It looks like it's A2. Yeah, 10 A2 panels, friends. I feel like that's amazingly generous of them. How cool, right? So that is for you all. And if you want more, I think they sell them as US letter, 8.5 by 11 on their website. So you're gonna have lots to use here, and you can compare, like I said, compare and contrast between the two and see, which one you like. That's not it. That's not it. I said you would get some markers, and here's what you're gonna get. You will get, no, okay, let me tell you, if you've never seen OLO markers before, let me share with you what makes them unique, because they probably look a little bit different to what you're used to seeing in an alcohol marker, because look at the size of it. It's like half a marker. And there's a reason for that, and it's because their marker system, it's actually just a tube of ink, as opposed to like a core that has some materials that the ink actually absorbs into. And because it's just a tube of ink without anything that's absorbing it, that means that you actually get more, the effective amount of ink that you can use is 2 times what a standard marker would get you. So they're, and it says here, see, 2 times more usable ink, because they don't add like an absorbent core in the center. So it's really cool. They can get you more ink for less, space. And what makes it cool is you can do something like this. So you're gonna get in your sampler pack, let me see if I can tell the difference, 2 brush tip markers. So they do have different tips depending on what you prefer, how you prefer to color. They have a brush tip and they have chisel tips, and in all the sizes. So whichever brush tip or whichever marker tip you like, you can get it in all the colors. In the sampler pack, I think you're just going to get random colors, so can't control what exactly you'll be getting, but you'll get 2 brush tip markers. I can't control, I don't know the colors you're getting, but I know you'll get 2 brush tip markers, 1 chisel tip marker, so that you can kind of see the difference between them. And you're going to get these. These are their little attachment rings. So the way this works is you can screw this onto one of your half markers. Actually, let me do this. I'm gonna take my 2, I think these are my 2 brush tips. So I can screw this into one and then screw the other onto the other end. And now I have a double tip marker. Now, when you shop OLO markers, that is one of the unique things about their markers, is that you can decide what configuration you like for your markers. So when you buy like a standard, let's actually not use that. Let's use a hoo-hoo since it's white. It'll be easier to tell. So a standard alcohol marker has 2 marker tips. Usually brush and chisel or brush and fine, but it always comes on one barrel like this. And if you're anything like me where you never use the chisel tip, it's nice with OLO, you don't ever have to buy a chisel tip. You can get all brush tips and just have one, color on one end and another color on the other end. And so you always have usable ends to your markers, which I think is really cool. But of course, if you do tend to use both your brush and your chisel tip, you can always get, the same color and attach them with that attachment ring. Now there's also in the sampler pack this. So this is a handle. It's an accessory that you can get for your singles. Some people don't like having double-ended markers like this, but if you like the feel of a full marker barrel, having this handle end is kind of nice because it still feels good, you know, in the hand when you color. And so because it just extends it. So how cool is that? This sampler pack. Um, well, they do give you like a little mini color wheel, so you can see all the colors that they currently have. They're up to 256 colors, and this is everything. You can read more about the markers, what makes their markers unique to them. And it comes down to this free flow ink system, which is really just like, it's just a tube of ink. I've seen it at their Creativation booth. Instead of opaque casing like this, they actually have some markers made where it's clear and you can actually see through to the ink, and it's just in there. There's no other materials or anything like that, and so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So that is the OLO sampler pack. Let me know if you have questions. And then I'm going to tell you about how to shop for OLO markers if you want to shop for this event. And I'll show you all the how to get the 10% off that OLO is offering to exclusively to our retreat attendees. All you have to do is just register for free. So register for the event, and you'll get a confirmation email of your registration, and then you're gonna get a separate email so that you don't lose it with your exclusive 10% off coupon code. And there'll be reminder emails for that coupon code as well, so that if you're not ready to shop just now at this moment, in a couple few days it'll send off another email to you, and there'll be a last call email on May 13th, because the 14th is your deadline to use that coupon code. All right, so yay. Justine says this is going to be so fun. What a great kit. Yeah, it's cool, right? So you kind of get like a fun little kit. We can keep the price low for you, and you get like a little bit of if you're new to OLOs, it's kind of nice to get a little try before you buy sort of thing. So you don't have to shop now for OLO markers if you're not certain if you want to invest in them just yet. I mean, it's nice if you know you're ready, you can use that 10% off. But if not, you can get the kit, and you'll have a couple few markers to play with, and you can always decide later if it's something that you want to put more money into. Because your coloring media supplies, you're gonna get like years and years of use out of it. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't color enough to where I'm like, well, somebody like Sandy, who like is a professional and colors every single day, probably refills her markers a lot. Meg too. But if you're just like me and you're coloring for cards and whatnot, a marker is gonna last you like years probably. So it's an investment for sure, and it's definitely one that you want to kind of be sure of. But let me share with you what you'll need for this event. So to do that, let me start off. OLO is so cool. They actually let me show you this. It's so awesome. So they actually put together this page. They blew my mind, friends. They put together this page just for our event, and I don't know if Streamlabs has. Oh yes, it has dropped the link. So there's that link goes to what I'm showing you on screen now. And I gotta say, I didn't see this page until today when it went live, and I was just blown away. I'm so touched by how well presented they made this for us. We have our own page. You can see about the event, all of the instructors who are teaching. Okay, now I'm going to tell you how we arrived at our summer break set. It's a set of 12 markers, and these colors are specific to what the instructors will be using in their classes. And we've been able to keep this bundle pretty small because all of the instructors are actually starting from one of these two 8-piece sets. FYI, Botanicals is in stock. There were some questions about that earlier because you can buy it now. So we chose as a group these two 8-piece brush sets. So these are going to be your brush tip markers, Botanicals and the Sea and Sky set. And we landed on those two because Botanicals clearly has some great colors for your florals, which you can see there's 2 floral stamps. And so that's going to be a great color palette for the instructors who are teaching those two, how to color those 2 images. And then Sea and Sky gets you water, which will be great for the vase and the water in the vase, and as well some really lovely tans and browns, which would be really great for skin and hair and our little stuffed animal here. So so you can see that we're using those two 8-piece sets as a launching point. And the reason why I've structured it this way is so that if you are most interested in learning how to color florals, but your budget doesn't stretch, or you just want to get like just enough to follow along, but not break the bank yet, you can get one or one of these or both of these eight packs, and that should get you most of the way there. The Botanicals 8-pack will get you most of the way for the 2 florals. The Sea and Sky pack will get you most of the way for the stuffy and the little girl. Now, how we've extended it, though, is by our specially curated set of 12. And these markers, they help to kind of fill in the blend. They kind of help you get a smoother blend and sort of fill in those gaps where the instructor felt like if you just had 1 or 2 more colors, you could really take your coloring up to the next level. And so that's our curated set, kind of fills in the holes, you know what I mean? So if you want everything, just keep scrolling down and you can get the complete bundle. Now here's the great thing. I was very, very careful when I curated, kind of orchestrated, because I'm not teaching. You don't want to learn alcohol marker coloring from me, friends. The 5 instructors we have are going to be out of this world. But I organized it very intentionally so that if you get the complete bundle, you qualify for free shipping, because their free shipping threshold is $125. So if you get all 3, that is Botanical, Sea and Sky, and our summer break curated set, that's this right here, complete bundle. It's $126. But if you register for the event, you're going to get 10% off of that. Now, that 10% off is going to dip you below free shipping. But that's a good thing, because that affords you to add a couple extra markers or maybe a couple extra accessories to come back to the free shipping threshold. And the great thing about that is that you can then pick some of your favorite colors and add a couple few to your cart. And not only will you have everything that you need to color along with the instructors for this event, but You've also got a little bit of budget, especially if you're aiming for that free shipping, to pick some of, a couple few extras and have some of your favorite questions. So, Sea and Sky is now sold out. Oh, did I miss that? Oh, it is. Oh my gosh. You guys are ordering this up way too fast. Don't worry. So, if you see that anything is out of stock, the complete bundle right now, this is a pre-order. So, if you order the complete bundle, because the complete bundle will include all of the colors from Sea and Sky, Botanicals, and our Summer Break Curated set. It'll have everything. But it's a pre-order and it won't ship until June. But you will get it in that bundle. There was a question. So if you already have, yes, that's correct. No, if you have, Dorothy, if you have Botanicals and Sea and Sky, Summer Break extends those colors. No overlap. So there's no overlap between those three. If you want everything for this event, if you happen to already have Botanicals and Sea and Sky, you only need to get the Summer Break set. And I'll show you that that's the physical. Let me show you. No, it will not. The 10% is May 1st through the 14th. May 1st through May 14th. Okay, so let me show you. If I missed questions, by the way, because I was looking at the website. If I missed questions, just let me know, okay? Just ask it again. All right. So let me break that down again. These are the two 8-piece sets. They're really cool. They come in like super cool packaging. So if you're mostly interested in florals, I would recommend Botanicals, because our instructors who are going to be teaching the florals, they're mainly going to use this set. I mean, they might dip into the other one, but I think mostly they're going to start here, and they've added a couple few extras, and that's what's in our Summer Break set. If you are mostly interested in skin and hair and maybe animals, like our little stuffy, maybe, go with this one, because this has the skin tones. And so let me share, I'll open this so that you can see what you would be getting. So in these 8-piece sets, you get, these are the connector rings, and you'll get 4 of them because there's 8 half markers in here. Okay, so, well, if I can get them out. All the colors are listed here. All the individual colors are listed on the website as well. Oh my, it's hard to get these out. Their 12 marker set that is the Summer Break, and then Summer Break complete set, that is all 3. Yes, Gina, that's correct. So the complete bundle is Botanicals, which is here. Botanicals. I'm going to try to order this so that you can sort of see the thought process behind how we've put this together for everybody. That is Botanicals. Okay. This is Sea and Sky. You don't have to get everything if budget doesn't stretch, but these packs make it really easy to shop. Oh, I opened this from the bottom. Oops. Should have opened this from the top. So the 8 packs, they do have the connector rings so that you can connect your 8 half markers. And then let's get all these out. And then I'm going to show you our Summer Break set and how it fills in the gaps, okay? So there's these for you. This is sea and sky. So that's our sea and sky set right there. And you can see how it's really great for skin tones, because look at this range you have here. It's pretty nice. All right, so these are the 2 different 8-piece sets. Now, our instructors, like I said, for their class, basically they kind of picked one to mostly focus, start with, basically as a jumping off point, and then they added a few extras, and so I bought them all so that you can see all 12. This was actually thanks to OLO. They gave me a credit to shop their site, and then I just got a few extras as well. So you get your 0 marker, which is ever so important for so many different marker techniques. So now let me show you. We've got, see, this kind of is a nice in between. So you can blend between these, and there's techniques to get that a nice smooth blend. But in the summer break curated set, the instructor who needed those 2 markers thought, hey, if we had BG 2.3, it would really make blending a little bit easier, because it helps to smooth out the transition between that color and that color. So you'll find that in our curated summer break set. So you can see where, hopefully, just this physical demonstration kind of shows you why I said you could get this. And with the curated set, it really extends what you're getting in these 8 packs. So we've added some blues as well. That helps you to kind of extend, you know, the range for these blues. So you can kind of see how it kind of just helps extend, maybe fill in some gaps, just helps give you some more range, give you some more colors as well. This is OR. This, I think specifically Sandy uses this to add some rosiness to the cheeks. So that's beautiful. We've got some additional V markers. So this helps to deepen this blend here. So you can kind of see this extends the 2 in the botanicals and just gets you a darker color in there. So what I'm showing down here, this is the curated set. I've got little connector rings going all over. And then just to give you some more pinks, we have some RVs. I know Kelly is going to be using that with her florals. And to give your greenery a little bit of brightness, this green has been added in our curated set to go with the greens that are already in the botanicals. But see how it'll brighten up the greens a little bit more? So we've got that. And as well, we have these orange marker. Oh, wait, one of these is actually one of these. Oh, wait, I'm missing. There's one left. There's one left in the box. Hold on. I was like, where's the yellow that came in botanicals? It's still in the box. I was like, where's the one that this extends? So there's a yellow in botanicals, and then so we have a couple of extra colors that help to deepen that. See how that works? So we've really tried to be very thoughtful with putting these colors together for you so that, um, you know, depending on your budget, you can get, if you're more, you know, whatever you're most interested in, you can get just the botanicals, and you'll have most of what you would need for those classes. And or if you're more interested in the girl and the stuffy, this would probably have a lot of what you would need for those classes to just get you started. But if you add the curated set, then it really does help to kind of fill in the gaps and extend the color ranges that are in these two 8-piece sets. So, so that's how we've come to this set of 12. So the zero marker and below, that's what you're getting. That's the 12-piece summer break set. So for the person who already has these, was it Dorothy? If you already have these two, all you need is our summer break set. So let me flip back over to this. And if you do have some markers, maybe you didn't buy them as a set, look at the summer break complete bundle, and you're gonna find listed all 28 colors. So that's the combination of those three sets: botanicals, sea and sky, and the summer break set. And so you can kind of check off the ones that you have, and if you're missing any, you can add that to your cart. By the way, the 10% off coupon code is for anything you buy at OLO markers. It's not just on these sets. So if you need refills, if you already have a bunch of OLO markers and you just want to complete your set and you have some extra colors that you need, it's anything that you get at OLO. It doesn't have to be our, the markers that we're using for this event. So you can use it on anything, including any accessories that you think you might like. They have storage cases and boxes. They have the handle that was in that sampler pack I showed. They have right now, I think it's just red and white in stock. This is the white one, and the red one looks like that. And by the way, the other thing is when you order from OLO, if I think for every 2 markers you order, they throw in a connector ring for free. So you'll get that. These are I ordered like a couple few extras because, like I said, if you get everything, it brings your total to 126. You use your 10%, and then you can add a couple few extras. And so so take advantage of that. Remember, the 10% is only if you it does require a coupon code, and it's only for registered attendees. And you can register for free. So you can register for free. You'll get an email to your inbox, and that will have the coupon code that you can use to shop. Alrighty. So, any questions? Did I miss questions? Yes, to this, Meg. Yeah, you can attend the event and use whatever coloring medium you already have. You'll still learn. Yeah, these, thank you, Meg, for answering Sharon's question, because if you have a favorite marker brand, great. You don't have to buy anything, any of these markers if you don't want to. And even though our instructors will be teaching them, a lot of alcohol marker coloring techniques do transfer from brand to brand. Now, every brand alcohol marker does have its own unique characteristics, and as such might benefit from a different, slightly altered technique. And you're going to learn that if you are an OLO fan. But those things They may or may not apply to the brand marker that happens to be your favorite, but I'm sure you're still going to learn a lot of techniques, a lot of tips that you can take into your next coloring, whether it's with OLO markers or with another brand. And Meg will hopefully, because she has lots of other brand alcohol markers, will try to create a conversion chart so that if you are coloring along from home, then you can do that, and you'll have a suggestion for colors for either Ohuhu, Copic, or Altenew as alternatives. And day one of the event is free anyway, so just come and enjoy the event. Now, if you want to buy the VIP ticket, um, you'll get the physical stamp set. This is 4x6 photopolymer stamp set, and you'll get the little OLO sampler pack. So if you are deeply invested in Copics, the VIP kit still gets you a couple few markers, 2 brush tips and 1 chisel tip, so that you can just give it a try. See what you're, missing out on, and maybe you're okay missing out on it because you still love what you're using, and that's totally cool. But you'll also get to try as samples Hammermill digital color copy paper, if that's not something that you've used before, because I know a lot of people like, there's lots of different, coloring blending papers out there. I happen to love Hammermill. So you'll get to try what I love using, and you'll get to try OLO's premium marker blending card. They've given you 10 A2 panels in their sample pack. I'm giving you 2 that are pre-printed with some images from the stamp set. And once you color it in, just, maybe trim it a little and you can make it into a card. Just put it onto a card base and you're good to go. But I'm giving you 2 pre-printed panels and 2 blank panels, plus a couple fun little pieces of ephemera to craft with. So that is what comes with the VIP ticket. Let me also, I see the question about homework. There's one more thing I did not tell you about. Let me see if I can find it. I did print it and put it somewhere. Okay, give me a second. So, with regards to homework, the one thing that I did not mention is with a paid ticket, you're also going to get, I guess it's kind of like homework, but you're going to get a workshop PDF. And in that PDF file, what you'll find is, let me bring it up and show you. Let's see, not that. Just give me 2 seconds. I had it printed, I just don't have. Okay, I'm gonna show you a draft. Wait, okay, I'll show you this. So VIP and bonus ticket holders. So I didn't talk about the bonus tickets because it's not available for purchase, but I will talk about that in 2 seconds. Let me explain this first, and then I'll share with you the bonus ticket. So paid ticket holders, if you pay for either the bonus ticket or the VIP ticket, you're gonna get this as a PDF file that you can print out, and it's gonna have each class will have one of these worksheets put together. It'll tell you who's teaching the class, what your, what they are hoping to teach during that class, a colored sample of, the end result so that you can actually see, right on the page where you're coloring what it's meant to look like, how they're coloring it to look like. And you'll have a little area where you can swatch your colors. You'll have the OLO marker 8-piece set that they're using and the extras from our curated bundle that they're using. And then you'll have your own image here where you can color along with the instructor. Some of the instructors, like Jessie, she's actually put together, some extra resources for you to see, to swatch yourself, and do a little bit of practice if you want. And that's the nice thing about this is that, Jessie is so thoughtful with her class because she's created this so that you can color along with her, and then afterwards practice on your own with maybe different color combinations. So she's set up these extra files for you, totally optional. She came up with the idea herself, but it's a way for you to have some additional resources so that if you're wanting to do some more practice after her class, or you want to watch her class again and then get in some more practice, she's given you some additional resources so that you can practice your blends, you can test out some different color combos. So really pretty cool that she's put that together. So that's just an example. The PDF file will have everybody's workshop page, which is this one. So if the instructors are including some extra resources, they will be included in the same PDF, so you have it all in one place. You can print out just the parts that you need, but at a minimum, every class will have this, so that you have what you need. Now, you don't necessarily have to print this out. It's meant to be, an easy page for you to print so that you can color along. Now, I recommend if you're going to print this, make sure to print it onto whatever cardstock you like to do alcohol marker coloring onto, so that you're getting, the best results. And of course, you're going to have, if you have the stamp set, of course you can stamp it and color it, or stamp it onto your own cardstock if you prefer. But this is available as a digital file for all paid ticket holders. And in terms of homework, maybe that's the homework, is getting your markers ready, stamping out your image so that you're ready to go. So that's a resource that will be available to paid ticket holders. And and so let me bounce back a moment, and I'll answer this meanwhile. The Paper Escape is the name of my virtual craft retreat. So we've had several virtual craft retreats. Just recently, we had one called the Spring Staycation that was just this past April. And the Paper Escape with OLO will be August 1st and 2nd. And the Paper Escape Winter Retreat this year will be October 2nd through 4th. So the Paper Escape is my name for my crafty retreats. So if I missed a question, feel free to just ask again, okay? Let's see. So I want to also talk about a little bit, even though the ticket's not available yet, but I want to talk about the bonus ticket for just a moment. The bonus ticket is, I think, a really good deal. It's only $15. It gets you access to day 2, which has the live coloring with Meg class. Meg's in the chat right now. It's got the digital workshop PDF. That's what I just showed. That's this. You're gonna get 2 pre-colored digital sets. So what that is, what I mean by that is the 4 images in the Happy Everything stamp set. This makes up one set of images. And some of the instructors and Julie, who's the illustrator herself, they've colored all 4 images. Some of them have colored all 4 images multiple times, like Sandy. So, what you're going to get at the bonus ticket level is a full set of fully colored images, these 4 images, and all coming from a single colorist. And you'll get 2 of them. The VIP ticket holders will get all of them, however many there ends up being. But bonus ticket holders will get 2. And you'll get A2 printable panels. So remember I showed you in the physical kit, in the VIP kit, you get these panels that have the sentiment. So if you are a bonus ticket holder, you're going to get the file where you can print this out yourself, and it'll have all 4. So that you can print it out onto a sheet of 8.5 by 11, and then you can cut it up in 4, and you can print this out as many times as you want. So that is the A2 panel printable, so that you can print out more of these little panels if you would like. So, and it will be black and white so that you can color them up if you want. So for bonus ticket holders, if you don't want the physical stamp, you can still color along because you're going to get all of the stamped images. You won't get all of the sentiments that are part of the stamp set, but you'll get all of the images. You'll get all 4 images, so you can print and color along with our instructors if you would like. So that's at a really nice price point. There's nothing physical that gets shipped to you. So when the digitals are ready, you'll be able to access it and download it directly from your account on my website. So so hope that will, yeah, you are. Oh yeah, I can do this. Yes, I can do that. Thanks, Meg. Melissa, I'll be on the, hey, how's fishing, friend? Are you getting good catch? Okay, so those are the differences. Bonus tickets will go on sale later, okay? June 1st. Right now, I just want to focus everybody who wants to purchase a physical kit so that we can get the pre-orders in, and we can just focus our attention on really making sure everybody understands what comes in the VIP ticket. And if you know that maybe later you'll be interested in a bonus ticket, just hang tight. June 1st, that's going to be an option for purchase. Right now, let's give the VIP ticket purchasers a chance to get their tickets, and that way you can guarantee that you'll get your VIP kit. But because after the pre-order period, I'm going to put my order in, and then that'll be it. I'm just going to order like just enough, maybe a little bit extra, and then it's going to be limited stock after starting June 1st. All right, so if there aren't any questions, I'm going to show all of the marker colors again per request. Okay, so maybe it's easier to do that. Let me show them one by one. All right. I feel like I've got dominoes going on here. Just like tip one over and all of them will fall. Okay, so your options for purchasing are there's for the classes, let me close this up. We've used as a starting point, each instructor is using primarily one of these 2 sets, Sea and Sky, which is an 8-piece brush set, or Botanicals as an 8-piece brush set as well. These are the markers, marker colors that come in botanicals. So you can see, there's some really lovely, pinks and greens. Should I do this? So that is botanicals. Meg's using both. Yeah, Meg's using both. Her class is special. She's on day 2. So you can see botanicals has some really lovely greens for your leaves. It's got some violets and like reds. Oh man. And then there is one yellow in there. And we very intentionally picked 8-piece sets that have some good blending pairs already in those sets. So if, budget doesn't stretch and you only want to maybe try one of these 8-piece sets, you're going to have some good blending pairs in whichever set. I just saw the Jenga comment. Whichever set you go with, okay? So, and that's always like, I kind of feel like that's the key to smooth blends, is when you have, like a couple or 3, 2 or 3 markers in the same sort of hue, but just like different shade or tints of each other, just really helps you get a good blend. Now the other 8-piece set that's the foundation of this event is Sea and Sky. So these are the 8 markers that come in Sea and Sky. So you can see you've got like a really lovely, you can see why we chose this for like skin and hair. See how great, you get 4 in the same series, O 4.0 all the way through to O 4.6. And then for the watercolor, the blues, you've got, some blue and blue greens or teals. And so you've got some really great blending pairs right there. And this is like this is a very nice range. It can get you lots of different skin tones and or hair colors. So so those are the 8-piece sets, which, as I mentioned, are kind of the foundation colors that the instructors are starting from. And then if you want to have everything that the instructors are using in their classes, you can add the summer break curated set of 12 markers. So these 12 markers help you to kind of fill in the gaps and extend the 8-piece bundles or packs. So I'll hold it up like this so you can see them. And this by itself, if you only got this, I feel like this is a pretty nice range as well. You've got a few yellows, some teals, blue greens, some blues, some violets. By itself, it's a nice set. But how this came to be is the instructors, as they were planning their classes, they picked colors that would extend the range of, the base 8-piece pack that they started from. So we've got the 0 marker because it's just so useful for so many things. Meg has taught an entire coloring with Meg class on the 0 marker and shared so many tips and tricks that class was like over a year ago, and I still remember and use a lot of them. So we've got, as an extension to the yellow marker that's in botanicals, we have this O 1.3 and O 2.5. So you can kind of see it gets into the orange and sort of burnt umber kind of color. We have this violet, which deepens the 2 that come in botanicals, and that gives you a third. Oh, Misty, that's such a good question. What is the zero marker? The zero marker is colorless, and it's actually the alcohol base solution that all of these markers are derived from before they get pigmented to be the colors that they are. So every marker starts with this as a base, and then it gets tinted and colored to have a beautiful color. And why this is used so often is because you can use it to do different techniques. You can use it to push ink around your paper or through your paper. A lot of times it's used like if you accidentally color outside the lines a little bit, you can actually color over that with your zero marker, and because it's the same solution, it will dilute the color and push it through the paper or spread it out, through the paper fibers so that you virtually can't see it anymore. It can also be helpful to lay, to just kind of smooth out some transitions. So there's a lot of different techniques. You can even use it to like add a pattern, lighten a color that's already on the page a little bit. Lots of things. Super useful. But technically what it is basically the alcohol base solution before your alcohol markers get colorized. Okay, so our 12-piece set, as the extension to the botanicals, includes these two O markers, this violet, and some RVs, so that you've got some V, purples, and you've got some reds, and so the RVs are like something in between. So it helps you to kind of bridge that, get some bright colors added to your botanicals. And then the last color that sort of extends the botanicals is this yellow-green. Really helps to kind of brighten up these other greens that comes in botanicals. So you can see how dark those are, and like look at how when you add this, it really just brightens up that palette, right? So sometimes, the additional colors help to lighten or brighten in that case. Some of them help to deepen the color range in the case of the V and the yellows and the oranges. And again, this is another set of, or another blending pair that helps to add a little bit of brightness to the botanicals set. So now, if we want to focus on the sea and sky side of things, we've got a couple markers that, again, just help to broaden the range and help to smooth out the blend. So this is a BG 2.3, which goes really nicely. You can see the gap between these two. So this is what comes in sea and sky, and then this is from our curated set. Fits really nicely right in between there. So it's going to help you to make a really smooth transition between this light 2.1 and the darker 2.5. We've given you in our curated set 2.3 so that you can have a nice transition. Now if you don't get the curated set, that's fine. You still have these two. And there's, the tip-to-tip technique. There's, other techniques that you can use to get a nice blend. But the curated set is just going to help you to, get that blend a little bit smoother, a little bit easier. So then we've got some blues also. I think this one helps to lighten the blue-green. So there's that. And then this helps to also extend your range here. So something a little bit darker. Oh no, don't everything fall. So there you have those for you. And then finally, the last of the 12 is this one, OR 2.0, and it's a light kind of peachy color. I'm pretty sure Sandy uses this for rosying up the cheeks. So this one I think it's like I think it's salmon. No, it's scallop. I knew it was some kind of shellfish or some kind of fish, but it kind of it's a very pinky. Let me show you the difference. See, it's a little bit more flesh pinky versus the O, which is in this range is a more like your sandy color. Where see how that's like a little pinky? So it definitely looks a little bit more like a flesh tone, so that's great for adding like a little subtle rosiness. So that's that one. All right. So, Carol, did you want to see anything specific or was that what you were hoping for? Um Thank you Streamlabs for the links. Yes, I know. What would I do without Streamlabs? Um I know, right? I initially when I think it was Aditi who is coloring one of the florals. She requested this YG, and initially I thought, really? And but really, when I look at the physical markers, I mean, swatch it out, it'll look a little bit different, but just to see what it looks like against the other ones, it really does brighten it up quite a bit. So I'm excited for to see her class and see how she uses it with the other markers. Not something that I would have intuitively known to do on my own. So I'm really glad to that she's gonna show us how she uses it. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Carol. All right, friends. Any more questions? Let me know. I hope you, at the very least, register for free. Come watch. It's great fun just to, hang out together and chat, if nothing else. Color along with what you have. Or if you've always been wanting to try out OLO markers, this is a really great opportunity to do that because not only will you get that 10% off coupon when you register, but you're gonna have the exact markers that the instructors are gonna be using, and they're gonna teach you exactly how to use it. So if you have always wanted to try OLO markers, this is such a great chance to be supported with classes that, again, it's going to be accessible. The replay is going to be available both days. So if you're a paid ticket holder, you'll get access to day 1 and day 2. When it first, is live or live premiering, and you'll have access to the replays. Free ticket holders, you can come watch day 1 for free, and you'll have access to the replay of day 1 for free always. So if you're new to OLO markers, you've always wanted to try them out, this is a great chance to kind of know exactly what to get because they have 256 colors. So like it's hard to know which ones to start with if you don't have any. So you can get the complete bundle, have everything that you need for this event, and then learn how to use what you just bought. And if you're a big fan of OLO already, hopefully you can make use of that 10%, maybe get some, finish up your collection, maybe get some refills, maybe get some accessories. All you have to do is just register for free, and that 10% off coupon code will get emailed to you. Oh, did you? Nice. Yay, Barbara. I'm glad you were able to get it. It's so weird that it's flipped now and Sea and Sky is sold out. If at any point the eight piece sets, like I said, they are a great entry point. Since most of the classes, like I just showed you, Jessie's class, she's using Sea and Sky, and from the curated set, she's only using these 2 markers. So if you don't have the curated set, like that's kind of why I wanted to structure our markers this way, so that if you just budget doesn't stretch, you can pick this up. It's under $50. I think it's 36. Don't quote me. I can look. I still have the web page up. Yeah, it's $36 for an 8-piece set. So you could just pick up one of the 8-piece sets to start with, and then you get the 10% off on top of that. So you don't have to get everything. You can just start there. You might have to adapt a little bit when you're following along, but most of the instructors have only added like a couple few markers to their class beyond what comes in the 8-piece set that they're kind of basing their class off of. All right, so I think that's it. No more questions. Well, I'm super excited, everybody. I'm glad that you're looking forward to this event. I am too. I love learning. I'm a okay so colorist. I'm happy with my coloring, but I know there's always so much to learn. And the nice thing about this event is that you're learning from colorists who are card makers like me and you, from folks who are pretty advanced and teach their own coloring classes like Aditi, and like legit artists and pros like Meg, who is an artist and has sold her own art, and Sandy, who is an artist and teaches her own coloring retreats. So you're going to be taught from, by a range of colorists. And so whether you are a pro at coloring yourself or you're kind of new to it, there's going to be a class, for everybody. And I'm sure whether you're new or you are a pro, hopefully you'll pick up a tip here or there from each person's class, because everybody colors a little bit differently and has different tips and tricks to share. And those are the tidbits that I'm most looking forward to. And of course, even on day one, even though those classes are pre-recorded, it's live premiering, so there's a live chat. And I always love, hanging out with you all and getting to chat with you. Sometimes I do that and I don't craft. But this at this event, I'm going to try real hard to color along with everybody's classes right alongside you all. Okay, thanks everybody. If you have questions later, don't hesitate to drop a comment. And if you are already registered, I hope you'll join us in the private Facebook group. When you got your email confirmation for the event, you will have received a invitation to join us over on Facebook. We're having an ATC swap right now, so you can still sign up for our ATC swap and have some fun with us in between now and the event. So that's it from me, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever you're watching from, and I can't wait to see you at the Paper Escape Summer Break with OLO. Bye, everybody.